Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we've got several topics to get into today, and we're going to start right here with what was just announced a few hours ago. This is coming from Western Digital Black. It's finally here, introducing the Western Digital Black C50 expansion card for Xbox. Now, if you'll remember, a few months ago, we had this sort of leak from Best Buy that had a listing that went up and then was quickly taken back down. And up until now, Seagate was the only one manufacturing this proprietary expansion card. And they had just recently lowered the price on their expansion card, I guess knowing they were getting ready to face some competition. And you can see here on the Western Digital website that the 1TB model is $150, which is how much Seagate's is now. And in case you were wondering, the 500GB version is $80, so you definitely get the most bang for your buck going with that 1TB model. And this is on par with how much the PlayStation officially licensed M.2 drive is. You can see here from Western Digital's website that the 1TB NVMe drive, that's the M.2 SATA format, is the same price. So it's nice to see Xbox owners with another option to be able to expand their storage. I know I'm constantly having to delete some games in order to be able to install something new. But let me know what you think. Are you having storage issues on your Xbox Series X or S console and are going to go ahead and grab one of these cheaper expansion cards? Or are you just going to continue to delete what you're not currently playing? Next, last night, we had Nintendo make this announcement about some new games coming to Nintendo Switch Online. 4 classic games are now live for Nintendo Switch Online members, and these are all at that base membership. You don't have to have the expansion pack in order to play these. And let's just go through these real quickly. On the Game Boy side, we have Kirby Tilt and Tumble. And this was released in April of 2001 in North America, and it's an action puzzle game, and it was developed by Nintendo R&D 2, which is the group behind Donkey Kong on the NES, and interestingly enough, that Zelda Satellaview game that was only available in Japan. And then we have another Game Boy game, Blaster Master Enemy Below, and this was released in September of 2000 in North America. And it is a run-and-gun Metroidvania game, and we've kind of had a resurgence of Blaster Master games with those recent Blaster Master Zero series. So if you like that series, you probably want to check this game out. And then on the Super Nintendo, we have the original Harvest Moon, and this was released in June of 1997 in North America. And this is a farming simulation game, which seems to be pretty big right now, and it was developed by Natsume, which is the group responsible for Lufa, Rune Factory, and Pocky and Rocky. And then finally on the NES we have a Mystery Tower, and this was released in July of 1986 for the Famicom. So this is the first time this game is getting an official release in North America, and it is a puzzle platform video game developed by Namco. And just a short description here, it says you solve the puzzle of each of the 64 levels of the ancient Tower of Babel and reach the top of the tower. So definitely some interesting games added here, and interesting too that they were just shadow dropped last night. There wasn't a coming soon, it's just they're available now. So let me know in the comments below if there's any of these games you're going to be checking out, or maybe you've already played before and would recommend us trying out as well. And next we have another showcase that got announced for next week. This is coming from the Capcom USA Twitter account. Tune in on June 12th at 3 p.m. Pacific, which would be 6 p.m. Eastern, for a Capcom Showcase digital event featuring roughly 36 minutes of news and updates on our latest games. Now, there are no details right now as to what will be in this showcase. They did say that they'll provide some more information later in the week, but we could speculate we'll probably see something for Exoprimal, which is due out in July, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see an updated trailer for Dragon's Dogma 2. We also have that Monster Hunter Now mobile game that's coming in September, so there may be some updates about that. And we also have a remaster of Ghost Trick coming out June 29th. And then maybe we might see some DLC fighters announced for Street Fighter 6, although that seems a little bit soon for that. But it is also worth noting that Capcom did say this showcase will serve as a special digital event to celebrate its 40th anniversary. So we may see some kind of collection get announced here, maybe like Mega Man again, or we might get some kind of new beat-em-up collection with some Final Fight games and maybe something like Knights of the Round. So make sure to mark your calendar for Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern if you want to check out this showcase. And then finally, I thought I would mention a bit here about Apple's new VR/AR maybe headset. So yesterday, Apple announced the Vision Pro, and they kind of branded it as spatial computing, which to me basically reads as AR. But they did seem to emphasize a lot of productivity things and not really as much gaming. They did show like someone browsing the web while using it and accessing different apps from their store. They also showed somebody doing FaceTime with it, as well as a lot of trailers showing like big virtual movie screens to watch videos on. Now, even though they didn't really emphasize a lot of gaming here, I'm sure the unit would be capable. And then you couple that with Kojima Productions announcing plans to bring its games to Apple platforms, including Death Stranding. Now, the Apple Vision Pro is going to be able to be ordered early next year. Now, here's the part where you kind of go, yikes. The price? $3,499. And of course, there were a lot of memes out there about how you could buy like an entire gaming PC and an Xbox and a PlayStation and come out cheaper. But this is Apple after all. And I think this will be out of the reach of most consumers. You'll probably still have your pretty affluent Apple enthusiasts that will pick it up. And we don't have all the details just yet, but some of the specs is you can plug it in for power to use it all day, or they have this external battery that would give you 2 hours of play, and you can just sort of slip the battery into your pocket. It will have micro OLED displays with over 4K resolution per eye, built-in spatial audio with audio ray tracing, 100 plus Apple Arcade games playable day one, and I'm assuming most of these you would just play on that big virtual theater screen. And it will have front and side-facing cameras, as well as LIDAR, which is light detection and ranging. So this kind of shoots lasers out to determine the distance for things around the room and sort of mapping the room out that you're in, as well as eye and hand tracking. And you will be able to control things strictly with your eyes and your hands, so you won't need a separate controller for that. So let me know if this is something you're interested in. I would at least like to try one, but I'm not willing to fork out used car prices to get one. And that's all we have for today. Did anything we cover catch your attention? Make sure to leave a comment below and let me know. And if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. It really does help out the channel. I want to thank you for watching, and be good.